that sharp pain you didn't expect. And suddenly, you're stopped in your tracks. KRT helps you get back in action with all natural pain relief in just minutes. Don't get sidelined by muscle cramps. Stay in the game with KRT.
This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. '25 Nebraska State Basketball on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Teammates Mentoring. Join the team. Be a mentor. Go to teammates.org today. Woodhouse Auto. Convenience delivered every time. Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. And by 5 Points Bank. Trust the better bank with your financial needs. Basketball on NCN is brought to you by Heritage at Fountain Point, redefining senior living with a steadfast commitment to comfort, compassion, and dignity. Agri-City Insurance, protecting what you grow. And by Family Physical Therapy and Sports Center, getting you back in the game.
Welcome back to News Channel Nebraska, getting set for a Class C1 quarterfinal matchup here in the state capital city between Cozad and Ashland Greenwood. The Cozad Haymakers are the 4 seed here in the Class C1 bracket. And Lou, sometimes you just get players who are just guys, just dudes, just great athletes that will be great no matter what sport they decide to play. That's Noah Shoemaker. Whatever sport he decided he wanted to focus on, he's going to be great at it. He's going to be playing college football, but he's a pretty darn good basketball player as well.
Yeah, you're right, a great athlete and a senior, and that's going to be big in this atmosphere. The lights are really bright right now, playing in the state tournament for the first time. How does he play in this ball game against a really good Ashland Greenwood team, and how does he kind of carry his teammates along? He can do a little bit of everything, a great player. How does he play when the lights are bright right here at state?
Ashland Greenwood used to the bright lights at state, but not necessarily this roster. Just one senior on their roster. This is a young team, but Lou, they've got a junior who's able to create his own shot, get others involved. Derek Tonjes is a big reason that Ashland Greenwood is back in the state tournament.
Yeah, one of a whole bunch of juniors playing, but Tonjes, you're right, that creating his own shot, that's going to be big. You got a Cozad team that plays really good defense that can break you down. And when things break down, he's a guy that can make things happen. Tonjes is going to be big in that respect. How does he handle things when things break down, and how can he get other players involved in that situation?
Cozad and Ashland Greenwood playing in the basketball postseason, that's rare. Not so much in other sports. With more on that, we go to the third member of our broadcast crew, Kalen Devin. Kalen?
Cozad and Ashland Greenwood, it might be a little bit of an odd sighting on the hardwood, but these fans know each other very well, and the reason for that is because why they might not play basketball against each other. In fact, they've never played basketball in the postseason against each other. They know each other very well from the gridiron. Cozad won his state title back in 2013, the team they defeated, Ashland Greenwood. That was a Haymaker team on a mission. A couple years later, they met again, the Blue Jays and the Haymakers. That time, Ashland Greenwood got the better of them. And then for the last time in 2019, they met on the football field once more. Ashland Greenwood won again. They both got historic football teams, Cozad and AG, great on the football field. Now, Ashland Greenwood and Jacob Mose, he's built a program, a team that's won 2 state titles. They made it to the state for the last 4 years. Cozad and Nick Brose, he's looking to build his own program here. His 5th season with the Haymakers, their first trip to Lincoln since 2014. It's been 11 years. They know each other well on the football field, and now they're greeting each other for the first time in a big matchup on the hardwood. More of the News Channel Nebraska pregame show is coming up next.
At the racetrack or the rat race round town, fuel matters. Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
Let's shine the school spotlight, brought to you by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency's here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com today. Cozad making their 12th appearance at state, but their first since 2014. They have made 4 appearances in state title games, most recently in 1971. They won 2 state championships, most recently in 1970. As for Ashland Greenwood, this is their 7th appearance at state and their 4th in a row, 5th over the last 6 years. They've made 2 title game appearances. They won them both times in 2022 and 2023 under the tutelage of Jacob Mose in his 13th year, 5 wins shy of 200. Cozad's coach Nick Brose, his 5th year, 82 wins to 45 losses. We'll take a look at where these Class C1 teams are coming from on our map. Cozad, a long ways away, not nearly the longest drive. We'll see Ogallala later, and then Sydney, who I think started their drive sometime on Monday to get here. They'll be part of our afternoon slate as well, whereas Ashland Greenwood, just a quick jaunt down I-80 to get here to the capital city. Starting lineups, all the action coming up next. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Champions are crowned each year in Lincoln. All of us at Visit Lincoln welcome the athletes, families, and fans from across Nebraska to our community. When the final whistle blows and the game ends, make sure to discover how Lincoln can make your stay even more memorable. Stop by the Visitor Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket, or visit us on the web at lincoln.org. Visit Lincoln is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
State basketball on NCN is brought to you by Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Chevy in Aurora. And by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports. Nebraska weather is extreme, fast-changing, and at times severe. That's why News Channel Nebraska is turning to the person who knows Nebraska's weather best. Introducing Chief Forecaster Kent Bowden. With over 40 years of forecasting experience and a place in the Nebraska Broadcasters Hall of Fame, Kent brings unmatched experience to your screen. Watch Kent on NCN Monday through Thursday, bringing his forecast to the entire state.
This is home.
5 Points Bank brings communities together. Five Points Bank. Better bank, better community, better life.
Zollner Ford in Beatrice has options to make the process of buying or maintaining vehicles easy and enjoyable. If you have your sights on a new vehicle, a member of our sales team would love to show it to you in the warmth of our showroom or bring it right to your driveway. For maintenance, we offer a few options to make service appointments convenient, like free pickup and delivery within 25 miles of Beatrice, including all of Lincoln. We can also come to you with our mobile service unit to help quickly get going again. Zollner Ford in Beatrice. Sales and service with a smile.
Your life can change with one heartbeat, and that was mine. Pregnant at 16, scared, and wondering how my mother would react was terrifying. This is Selma. I made the right decision. I can't imagine if I would have ended this beautiful life. Your baby is a person that deserves their life and your love. Adelina has filled my life with tremendous joy. There are difficult times, it's a life changer, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. My faith is my strength. You are not alone. Call your local pastor to talk.
State basketball on NCN is brought to you by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice for complete vision care for all ages. And by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
Back at the Devaney, getting set for this C1 semifinal between Cozad and Ashland Greenwood alongside Lou Seifker. I'm Eric McKay. Lou, we talked about it. This is a fascinating matchup, in particular the inclusion of Cozad, who is a tremendous defensive team. They have not given up they've given up fewer than 50 points, I should say, in their last 7. The last time they gave up more than 50 points was in an 82-73 loss to Holdridge. This is a defense that, simply put, is cooking right now, including a 47-37 win over Skoda Central Catholic in the district final that honestly wasn't as close as that score would indicate.
Yeah, you look across the scores really all year and what they've given up, you see a lot of 20s, a lot of 30s, a lot of 40s. So they play great defense, and as we mentioned before, offensively, they get a lot of points off of transition from that defense. You know, Coach Mose, he talked about his team defensively. They like to take away what the other team does best. Well, their best defense might be their offense and being able to just be efficient and make shots and not allow the haymakers to get out and run with the basketball. We'll see how that develops.
Mention Ashland Greenwood. They advanced here with a 47-29 win over West Point Beamer in the district final. A not too shabby defensive team either. They held the Cadets to just 27% shooting. And if you're using that 50-point mark for good defense, that's 8 straight games for the Blue Jays, holding teams fewer than 50. The last team to eclipse the mark, Wahoo, in a 53-44 win back in January. So I think the interesting thing between these two teams will be who can establish their style first. Cozad, they like to try to work it with Shoemaker down low early and then work it out from there. Ashland Greenwood, you know, for a Class C1 team, you don't see a lot of offensive sets, as they always have been. They're a very freewheeling offensive style. It's a more Class A, Class B style, honestly, that you would see from this C1 team. Very entertaining group. However, if Cozad can keep them out of rhythm, they might have to go to an offensive set or two before things are said and done. All right, let's talk starting lineups. Brought to you by Medica. With a Medica health plan, not just covered, you're cared for. We talked about Tanja, 16 points, 7 rebounds a game. 5 juniors, that's their starting 5. Cooper Westerholt, someone who Coach Mo says has really improved as the year's gone on. Cal Kissinger, good driver, probably their best shooter as well, averaging 11 points and 3 rebounds per game. And then Landon Mose, you saw the 6-foot junior, number 4, probably their best on-ball defender. You'll see him guarding the team's best player. Meanwhile, Cozad, their starting 5, we talked about Noah Shoemaker, 14 points, 6 rebounds a game. He'll be a Chadron State football player starting next year. But they've got 4 guys that average at least 9.7 a game. Oliver Davis, just shy of 12 a game. Both Kellen Shoemaker and Shaden Hoffmaster averaging over 9 points per game. This is a balanced offense. A lot of different guys can make plays for them. Folks out in Cozad have been watching their exploits on News Channel Nebraska and local cable out there all year. They have been an exciting team to follow, Lou, and I'm excited to see what they're able to do here at State.
Well, I think that balance will serve them well. I mean, we've seen it before, even in the first game where you come out cold, or you don't really have one guy that you're really looking to get the basketball to. You spread it out, and if find that guy with a hot hand. That will be a positive for Cozad. And back to Ashland Greenwood, we talked about their offensive style. The one thing you won't see out of Ashland Greenwood is you don't see a lot of bad shots. You don't see a lot of quick forced shots. They'll work the basketball and find quality shots in their offense. I think that'll be important to just be able to do that against this Cozad defense. See how consistently that happens.
Cozad in their home whites, Ashland Greenwood, their road blues. They have been a fixture at State 4 years in a row now that they have been down here at the state tournament. Although, again, I think a lot of people surprised by their inclusion this year. Just one senior on this roster. That's Grady Holtz. They are a young group, but they've grown up fast. And now they got a chance to play Lincoln Lutheran in the semifinals on Friday. Opening tip controlled by Ashland Greenwood. And we are underway. Glad you could join us here on News Channel Nebraska. This is Landon Mose. Looking inside to begin. Cal Kissinger spins, lost the handle, and a foul called. They'll get a reach in on Cozad on the floor. That foul called on Kellen Shoemaker, his first.
I think one thing you look at with Ashland Greenwood, too, he mentioned, a lot of juniors, but these kids have been here before. They've been at the state tournament. They lost 3 games in a row this year. One of them was to Lincoln Lutheran. There's a nice turnaround bucket to get things started. But they've won 10 of their last 11, so they've really kind of gelled after those 3 straight losses, playing great basketball as we head to state.
That was Cooper Westerholt with the make. To your point, Lou, over the month of January, their schedule was a nightmare. The opponent's win-loss percentage in the month of January, 615. Yeah. They played a tough schedule in January. Coach Mo saying that it has helped them as they've worked through February and March.
Yeah, last loss was to Class B Wahoo, so yeah, that tells you the kind of teams that they played.
Turnover by Cozad, gives it back to Ashland Greenwood, turned right back over. Back come the Haymakers, Kellen Shoemaker. Works out of traffic. Empty corner, now up top Davis. Fails. Mishandled it, he can't touch the ball. Sprung ahead, nice save. Good defense here by Ashland Greenwood, cutting into the lane Davis. Cozad will have to back it out, shot clock becoming an issue. Down to 3 as Shoemaker takes the triple and misses everything. Great defensive set there in the half court by Ashland Greenwood.
Yeah, really good man-to-man defense by Ashland Greenwood. Forced that Cozad team. Now, that's not a bad look. They came out of that late, but shot missed But Ashland Greenwood did not allow anything easy there for Cozad.
That replay, our second look, crystal clear, just like your vision with Unity Eye Centers. Now Ashland Greenwood, Tonjes fading away. Can't fill it up. Muscling down the rebound is Cozad, and there's Ashland Greenwood not letting anything come up court easily. Here in our first quarter, that's brought to you by John Henry's. Their family serving yours.
Well, both teams with one turnover. We'll see how that affects the game going forward. But I think for Ashland Greenwood, you really got to limit turnovers.
Nice.
That's a great pass.
Shoemaker to Shoemaker. That's practiced in the driveway. Kellen Shoemaker, the benefactor, and Cozad's on the board.
Yeah, obviously great communication between those two. They get a great look.
Tonjes gives it up, Kissinger. Pirouettes, up strong. In and out, back in again, Kissinger's first bucket.
That's a good inside look there for Ashland Greenwood.
Back the other end, wasting no time. Kellen Shoemaker, 6-foot sophomore. He's has been known as an outside shooter, but the Coach Bro's telling me that he's really picked things up, becoming more of a combo guard, doing a nice job off the dribble. You saw it there.
That was a real strong drive, and that's exactly what Cozad's going to want to do. And they want to get shots off quicker in the shot clock than they did the last couple of possessions ago, where it was almost a shot clock violation.
Gage Strauss is checked into the game for Cozad, number 10. Keep an eye on him. He is a sniper from deep, 43% from three off the bench for Cozad. Swiped, 2-on-1. Shoemaker, right side. Might have mishandled it on his way up there. Good job getting back by Ashland Greenwood.
The point I was making earlier was I think Ashland Greenwood has to really limit turnovers because Cozad can get out and run, and that's their style.
No shooter's roll. Boy, how about the strong rebound there? Fales went up and got it.
Yeah, great effort by Fales on that rebound. Kind of effort you need here against a good Blue Jay ball club.
Fales. Picked up defensively by Tonjes. There's Strauss. They've got him well scouted there in his front pocket. Up top, shot clock down to 5. Shoemaker drives. Tried to dish it. Davis was open, but a turnover. I think if you're Coach Bros, you want to see your best player maybe be a little more selfish there.
Yeah. Probably take that shot. The credit the Blue Jays so far, really making the haymakers work on the offensive end.
Tonjes cuts. Defense comes to help. Tonjes off the back tap called for the foul on the rebound. That'll be his first.
Yeah, very obvious that Tonjes is an important guy here for the Blue Jays. You don't want to pick up too many cheap fouls and become a spectator. He needs to be on the floor for the Blue Jays to win this game.
Still in the feeling out process. First half of the first quarter. Shoemaker curls. Cozad staying patient. They're not forcing anything. Good look by Davis. Tonjes comes over to block it. Second chance triple try. No. Offensive rebound. Davis gets the putback.
Oliver Davis with the rebound and the putback, and the haymakers getting it done on the offensive glass right now in this first quarter.
Cozad their first lead of the game. There's Westerhold giving it up. Fangmeyer. Now Mose back to Kissinger. Baseline cut. Good close by the defense. And Ashland Greenwood turns it over. Seen a couple of teams turning in really strong half-court defensive performances so far.
Yeah, this is one of those games where you wouldn't be surprised if this is in the 40s at the end of the game. Both teams make you work on the offensive end, forces a turnover. It was like a pretty good cut along the baseline, but Ended up being a forced pass out of a trap situation. The Haymakers turned the Blue Jays over.
Strauss. Davis gives to the curling Shoemaker. Extra pass, tipped away, Davis in traffic. Tipped out, Cozad will keep, 12 to shoot. Well, you can see it, both of these teams running offensive plays and getting shot or situations that in the regular season have been easy shots, but are not today. Strauss. Shot clock down to 3. Shoemaker's got to force one. Rebound tracked down by Tonjes. Right side in transition. Foul called. Heading to the line will be Jack Johnson, the 6'3" sophomore, drawing the foul.
Well, you mentioned that Ashland Greenwood would probably be the more patient team on the offensive end, but that doesn't mean they're not going to look to run with the basketball. Tonjes gets that rebound and immediately looks up the floor, try to get an advantage, and beat the Haymakers down the floor with numbers on their side.
Back in the game for the Blue Jays, Cooper Westerhold. Logan Fangmeyer will sit down. That foul called on Shoemaker. Free throw up and good. And so Cozad can get back on top. Shoemaker up fakes from the volleyball line. Here's Hoffmaster. Seeing his first action. Tonjes erases it. Tonjes on Shoemaker. That's good on good. Blocked from behind. Follows blocked as well. Foul on the rebound. Ashland Greenwood will inbound. Nothing coming easy for either team in this first quarter.
That was a really good individual effort by Shoemaker there in the paint. Really made Tonjes force a tough shot there. Which that again, you talked about shots that usually fall in the regular season. Shoemaker kind of erased that with a really good player in Tonjes.
Our first game, we saw a low-scoring first quarter, largely because of missed shots. This one, it's low-scoring because of incredible defense on both sides. Nice move. Kissinger with 4.
Well, that's what you love about Ashland Greenwood on the offensive end, is they're patient and they find good shots.
Strauss gives it up to Davis. Looking to go down low. Fails. Adjusts. Shot erased. Shot clock didn't reset. Good drive. Hoffmaster. Jaden Hoffmaster, the junior, puts Cozad back on top.
Hoffmaster stays with it. Gets that board. Strong drive there for the bucket.
Haymakers had missed 6 of their last 7 prior to that one. Now Tonjes, still looking for his first bucket today. Into the forest, got it to go, and the foul.
I think that we talked about with Derek Tonjes is his ability to create. Looked like he was going to get double teamed there. Still split the defenders. Watch the double team kind of backed off a little bit, but watch, he's kind of trapped, just steps through there and makes a nice shot.
And completes the three-point play. Tonjes now will have a seat in favor of Fangmeyer. Back on top, Ashland Greenwood. A game that has already seen 2 ties and 4 lead changes. Back and forth we go at the Devaney. Davis. Strauss. Shoemaker curled, but they couldn't get it to him. Instead, it's Davis. Top shot. 360s down, and he'll get another.
Oliver Davis. Man, oh man. Watch this move. Spin move. Left hand. What a finish. That's a tough guy to cover when he makes shots like that. That's a basically falling away from the defender, scoops it up with that left hand and kisses it home.
And Lou, let's face it, the way these defenses are playing, they're going to need shots like that. Both teams, you're going to need to hit some tough ones if you're going to win here today.
Absolutely. Totally agree with that.
Still tied. Westerholt the rebound. Shot clock, not a going concern. Ashland, Greenwood taking their time. Mose. Kissinger. Tries to screen and roll. Found its way to Tonjes. Blocked from behind. Follow the finish. Cozad won't get one up before the end of the quarter. A fun one after one. Ashland, Greenwood 12. Cozad 10. No one said it was going to be easy, but it's going to be fun. Blue Jays by 2. This is News Channel Nebraska.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. Do you live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
This broadcast is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. See the trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone. See the trainer. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln. Proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer.
Three ties and 4 lead changes over the course of 8 minutes in the first quarter. What do we have in store here in the second quarter, which is supported by Steve Carper and the crew at O Street Carpet? Alongside Lou Seepker, Eric McKay. Some high-quality hoop over those first 8 minutes, Lou.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Love the defense. Both teams really getting after it on the defensive end and forcing the offenses to work to find quality shots.
They go empty corner for Shoemaker to create. Short-armed it, wins the battle. In traffic, kicks out, and a foul on the floor.
You know, the first quarter, I think if there's an advantage, and we just saw an offensive rebound by Shoemaker, but 9 offensive rebounds in that first, or not 9 offensive, 9 rebounds, but 5 defensive, 4 offensive rebounds. They've out-rebounded Cozad. Those 4 offensive rebounds are big. Cozad will have to do a better job, I think, keeping the Blue Jays off that offensive glass.
Another block shot. That one by Westerholt, his second swat. Tonjes had a couple in the first quarter as well. You mentioned the offensive rebounding. Second chance points have been even so far at 4 aside. Tonjes draws 3 and travels or double dribbles. Either way, he turned it over. And it goes back to Cozad.
Trap along the baseline. Tonjes has been able to step away from that before. That time ends up double dribbling.
Fails once 3. Gets 3! 35% shooter from deep on the year's got Cozad on top.
A great shooter. You can't leave him open.
Westerholt spins, draws damage. Back to the line goes Ashland Greenwood. Fouls on Hoffmaster, his first.
You're talking about Westerholt. Coach Mose said he's really improved his game, and especially on the defensive side. He's a really good athlete, but has helped this defense become elite.
He's already got a couple of blocks today to show for it. 3 rebounds on the defensive side as well. Splits the pair at the line. Look at the effort. That's Fangmeyer with the hustle.
Those are the type of plays that win games. Great play there by Fangmeyer.
Tonjes looking for room. Tough. Off the window. Derek Tonjes with 7.
So we talked about being able to create his shot. Pretty good defense, man on him, spun away and able to make it a difficult shot.
Zipped out to Strauss at the other end. He was open. The pass was tipped. Strauss freelances, hits the floater.
Strauss, the three-point shooter, gets one in the paint.
Tonjes. Boy, look at the first step. That one might have been blocked. Ashland Greenwood fans wanted a foul. They didn't get it. Now it's Shoemaker into the front court. Noah Shoemaker has not scored yet for Cozad. Trying to change that here. Nope, he's a distributor. Off the window, and one. Jaden Hoffmaster.
Well, first of all, a great pass. The dribble penetration. Look at Hoffmaster with the shot fake. Get his man in the air. Now a chance for a three-point play. A smart move. Don't just necessarily go up and force that shot. Get your guy in the air if you can. And creates the situation and completes the three-point play.
Foul on Westerhold is his first. Cozad a three-point lead. That's the largest lead for either team today. And it didn't last long. Westerhold at the other end. He's got 5.
Well, Westerhold, tough matchup. He's very, very athletic young man.
And a travel. Good perimeter defense there. Stick around, folks. We got our halftime show coming up, brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney.
Cozad has not really played the 94 feet game yet. We'll see if they decide to start pressuring Ashland Greenwood at some point.
Well, I feel like with these ball handlers, you do that at your own peril.
Yeah, absolutely.
Westerhold kicked up top, Kissinger. Mose. Kissinger wants 3. With a hand in his face. Cal Kissinger. First make from downtown for Ashland Greenwood today.
Much like the first game, started a little slow from three-point land, but it's going to start heating up, it appears.
Davis can't turn the corner. Strauss had to get rid of it. That was a great closeout by Kissinger. Now he wants it at the other end. In on Strauss, foul call. And Kissinger shooting.
I like both teams looking to run off of turnovers or block shots. Get out in the floor. Both these teams are good at that. You mentioned the Blue Jays handle the basketball well. Got 5 guys that can handle it. That helps when you play that open floor style of game.
Foul was called on Gage Strauss. That's his first. Westerholt sits for Ashland Greenwood in favor of Logan Fangmeyer. Both of these teams have basically a 7-player rotation. Second free throw off, rebound to Shoemaker. Shoemaker steps back. Oh, what a pass! Oh, my! Cozad will call timeout. We'll talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. Playmakers making plays. Shoemaker to Hoffmaster. 1-point ball game. This is News Channel Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Coach Nick Brose, his 5th year at the helm of Cozad, trying to draw up a winner for the Haymakers. It's been a good game so far. 21-20. Ashland Greenwood on top alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McHale. Noah Shoemaker has not scored yet, but he's got a couple of assists that have been huge for Cozad here this morning.
Yeah, these great players. We talked about Tanji. Shoemaker is in that class as well. Not only can they make plays for themselves, they are really good when they get other players involved. Get other players some good looks and chances to score, and that really gets your team in that flow offensively. That's why both these teams are so successful.
Here's Kissinger, picked up by Davis. Beautiful cut to the rack. Derek Tonja starting to get in a rhythm. He's got 9.
Yeah, a little bit like Dutzman and Lincoln Lutheran. When he's got the ball around the rim, it's lights out.
Hoffmaster fails. Shoemaker, what a pass again! But recovery. Tonjas blocked number 3.
A great pass, and an even better defensive play.
5 blocked shots for Ashland Greenwood in the first half. Derek Tonjas spins into traffic, somehow got out of it. And the 3 falls, left side. Kissinger 2 from deep, he's got 11.
He's got the hot hand. Good job by Cozad to triple down on Tanji's inside, but Ashland Greenwood still gets an open 3.
Blue Jays, their largest lead now at 6. Will it hold? Davis. Shoemaker. Well, had the right idea with the pass. Out of bounds it goes to Ashland Greenwood. Stick around, folks. We'll take a look at our halftime highlights. Brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Also brought to you by Roe Buick in Grand Island and Aurora.
Field goal percentage for Ashland Greenwood really good right now. 59% from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point land. That's really good against this Cozad defense.
They've made 4 in a row, have the Blue Jays. Foul called, much to the chagrin of the Cozad faithful. That'll be a reach. Noah Shoemaker, his second. He's been passing the ball well, Lou, but if Cozad's going to hang with Ashland Greenwood, they've got to get him going offensively.
Yeah, it's got to be able to score points as well. It's your leading scorer there. You've got to have him have a big game.
Tonjas draws damage. He'll head to the line. Well, he draws a crowd, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's got a lot of friends when he catches that basketball.
The foul called on Hoffmaster. That's his second.
I think that's a matchup here the rest of the ball game to watch is that defense and first free throw short is first of all, can you deny him the basketball, and then how much do you take him out of the game? He's been able to beat double, sometimes triple teams down low. And how effective can he be, or rather, how can Cozad keep him from being that effective, especially down there in that low post area?
Free throws have been an issue for the Blue Jays. 4 of 9 from the land of the free.
I'll come back and haunt you.
Shoemaker. Davis. Now it's fails up top. Shoemaker, rather Atchison. Atchison off the bench hits the 3, a big one for Cozad.
Yeah, Ethan Atchison, a sophomore. That's a big bucket for the young player.
Well, he has not had a lot of time this year, but he gets a big shot there. Oh, how did that pass get through? Westerholt with 7.
Westerholt's your X factor here for Ashland Greenwood. He's really playing well in this first half.
Tonjas with the assist, his second. Now Shoemaker. Good soft touch after the strong drive back to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, Cozad's going to have to keep that dribble drive up. They've been able to find some shots here in the second quarter, beating the Blue Jays off the dribble.
Trying to split 2 defenders, but a travel call. Haymaker basketball. Take another look. Yeah, too many feet moving.
A chance now for the Haymakers, only down 3 as we're approaching halftime.
Haymakers have made 6 of their last 7 shots. Both of these teams on a torrid shooting pace. Cozad cooling down a bit. Rebound to Kissinger. Both teams had been at least 50% shooting prior to that miss. Tonjes. Fangmeyer. Kissinger leads all scorers with 11. Tough drive in traffic. Tonjes there. He can't follow. Rebound Davis. 7-second difference between shot and game clock.
It's a strong rebound by Tonjes. And I don't know they had to clean the basketball cleanly when he went up for that shot. Left it short.
Cozad an opportunity. Shoemaker squared up, but he's got Fangmeyer in his face. Has to reset. Shot clock down to 10. Shoemaker, the look off. Finger roll not there. 10 seconds for Ashland Greenwood. Tonjes isn't going to take all of it. Didn't need it. Shot not there. Out of bounds. Cozad's got 4.1 to go the length of the court.
Well, Tonjes took it coast to coast. Watch the finish. He got a double pump there and kind of left it just a little bit short, but Cozad, not much time, but enough time to find a shot. 4 seconds is enough time to get it down and get a reasonably good look.
Oliver Davis will trigger. Strauss is out there, the sniper. It's back to Davis. From half court. That's the end of an entertaining first half here at the Devaney. Ashland Greenwood with the lead, 28-25, as we head to the break. Halftime show coming up. But first, we want to let you know to follow us online. Head to X. Follow at NCN Sports. Let us know where you're watching the game. We'll send you a shout-out on the air. Halftime show next. This is News Channel Nebraska.
Hi, this is Misty. Here at Family Physical Therapy, we strive to go beyond your symptoms, ensuring you have access to quality, individualized care. We offer physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Family Physical Therapy has an excellent staff that cares about our patients' success. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, a stroke, or working to improve balance and coordination, Family Physical Therapy is here to help. When you're here, you're family. Visit us at one of our many Nebraska locations today.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And by See the Trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Start your next journey with Woodhouse. Our commitment extends beyond just selling cars. We offer an unparalleled car buying experience that allows you to shop and buy all online. Explore an array of new brands, makes, and models, as well as our large selection of pre-owned vehicles. And it's easy to get started today with our streamlined purchasing process online, granting you the freedom to secure your next vehicle anytime, anywhere. Discover a better way to buy with Woodhouse.
Did you know that the #1 reason officials quit is because of verbal abuse from parents and fans? We are losing officials, and we need everyone to respect the ref.
Judges help students to find their voice and become lifelong supporters of the arts. Without these individuals, NSAA activities would not be possible.
I cannot participate in the activities that I love without these officials and judges. So please, let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the judges judge.
Halftime here at the Devaney. Well, that was an entertaining first half. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. It's Ashland Greenwood with a 3-point lead at the break. But Lou, We saw the offenses get into a little bit better of a rhythm there in the second quarter, but these are as good a half-court defense as you're going to see from these two teams. I don't think any shot's going to come easy in the second half.
No, they've made each offense really work hard to find good quality shots. I think the one thing that stood out a little bit with Ashland Greenwood, only up 3, but they were able to get some offensive rebounds that kind of stretched that lead a little bit. But I think whoever can penetrate this defense in the second half, you've got to find shots in the lane, maybe get some three-pointers to fall. 16-15 in that second quarter was the score, so the offense is heated up, but it's very, very difficult to find good shots in this ball game today.
Well, I don't envy the task of our guys in the truck trying to figure out what the halftime highlights were going to be. There were so many. Let's take a look at them now as we look back on the first half. These halftime highlights brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. A lot of highlights in a first half where these teams shot very well. Lou, you mentioned it. You think Westerholt's an X factor. He was perfect from the field in the first half, played well on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I thought he had a great first half. He was active, energetic, and made some plays. That's going to be big here for the Blue Jays.
Cal Kissinger leads the way for Ashland Greenwood with 11 points. Ashland Greenwood had 5 blocked shots. You saw one there by Westerholt, but a great effort to stay with it by Hoffmaster. He had 7 points. That actually leads the way for Cozad in the first half. Oliver Davis, boy, they need more of this out of him. He had 4 points, 3 rebounds in the first half. That is a tough shot that he hit. And Cozad, the 3 on the way from fails, that falls. The one guy you're not going to see, Lou, Noah Shoemaker, 0 for 4 from the field, no points. He did contribute in other ways, especially defensively, but Lou, Cozad is not going to win this game if Noah Shoemaker doesn't get going in the second half.
He's a great defender, does a lot of things to help his team win, but you're right, that's almost 15 points a game. Got to have his points here in the second half, I think. And when you're dealing with defenses like that, holy cow, you've got to have a scorer.
Derek Tonjes, you saw the block there. He had a great first half, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocked shots. That is an incredible half of action. Well, Ashland Greenwood is a team that's got a lot of recognizable names, including a young man who's on the bench for them right now. With more on that, let's send it to the third member of our broadcast crew, Kalen Devin.
Ashland Greenwood with the lead over Cozad at the break. And one of our favorite parts about coming down here to Lincoln, Nebraska is to see the family ties that are always connected year in and year out. Now, we talked about a little bit in the pregame how the Blue Jays are a very familiar team. They've been here for 4 straight years. We've seen lots of common names with brothers like the Kissingers. You've seen the Jacobsons. Tonight we're seeing the Moes. But another name that is very familiar to the family around Ashland Greenwood and in the state of Nebraska as a whole, and that is the Kittrell. So another Kittrell is on the team for Ashland Greenwood here today. That is Barrett. Now, Barrett is one of many brothers who have taken their talents and elevated them to the next level. We've seen it multiple times now. Bryce, a running back for Ohio. Brett, a left guard for the Ohio Bobcats. And then Bo, a running back for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. It's amazing to see how this is a team of brothers that always does so well in athletics, specifically on the football field, but we've seen their talents translate to the basketball field as well. It was Super Mario Day just a couple days ago, and we're going to need to see a super effort tonight to see which team can come out ahead and get the win, whether it's Ashland Greenwood or Cozad. We're going to send you back to the booth with a couple of brothers from another mother, Eric McKay and Lou Siefker.
Nebraska weather is extreme, fast-changing, and at times severe. That's why News Channel Nebraska is turning to the person who knows Nebraska's weather best. Introducing Chief Forecaster Kent Bowden. With over 40 years of forecasting experience and a place in the Nebraska Broadcasters Hall of Fame, Kent brings unmatched experience to your screen. Watch Kent on NCN Monday through Thursday, bringing his forecast to the entire state.
Teammates Mentoring is in need of mentors, especially for students in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them reach their full potential. 92% of Teammates Mentors report that they leave their mentoring time in a better mood than when they arrive. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Teammates Outdoor today to learn more information about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
The halftime show is proudly presented by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney.
Well, folks, spring is about to spring. Well said, Eric. Spring has sprung. Let's just go ahead and say that. That means you'll soon be hearing the dinks of pickleball rackets all over the state of Nebraska, including the city of Kearney. The Kearney Sportsplex, owned by the city of Kearney, planning to open this spring, featuring 4 pickleball courts, taking up 9,000 square feet. There'll be spectator seating for those, as well as a 300-meter track for 3-lane running and walking. The quality of pickleball in central Nebraska will be much better once folks can play it year-round at a facility like the Kearney Sportsplex.
Clark, I hate to correct you, but I think it's spring is springed.
Yeah, you got it.
Is that right?
Yep. That's the proper conjugation of the verb there. Kearney Sportsplex, increasing development on the Eunice campus there. More entertainment, more shopping, more restaurants to the area. Hey, folks, want to send a shout-out to Landon McBride, watching the game apparently from his 4th period English class.
All right.
I hope the teacher knows, otherwise I have blown up your spot, Landon. Also, David Jacobs says, great game watching from Valentine today. And you can send us a shout out as well. Follow us at NCN Sports on X. Let us know where you're watching the game, even if it is from your English class, and we will hopefully not send you to detention by giving you a shout out on the air.
Landon's my man.
That's right. Landon knows what's important this time of year. It's basketball. We've seen good basketball so far. 28-25, Ashland Greenwood leading. Second half next. This is News Channel Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Baylor Shireman, proud to call Aurora, Nebraska home. From dreaming big in a small town to being drafted by the Boston Celtics, I've always aimed for the best. That's why I rely on Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Chevrolet in Aurora for my vehicles. When you're driven to succeed, you choose a winning team. Before you drive away in your next car, check with the team that knows how to win. Roe. It's the Roe you know.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. The wedding bands will be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Welcome back to News Channel Nebraska, ready for the third quarter between Ashland Greenwood and Cozad, a hard-fought, close battle. And talking to Jacob Mose of Ashland Greenwood, said he liked the way they played in the first half. They got the ball exactly where they wanted to. What they could do a little bit better is be a little bit stronger and finish a little more cleanly on the inside, as well as clean up things on the defensive end, make it tougher for Cozad to score because the Haymakers are making their way to the basket. On the other end of Coach Bros for Cozad, the energy was great, the focus was fantastic, and they kept it close, which was what they wanted to do, make it a tough battle and make it a one-score game. Now in the second half, a couple of the focus items are rebounding and making sure to be ready to catch and shoot. Now back to Eric McKay and Lou Siefker.
Thank you, Kalen. 5 ties and 8 lead changes in that first half. And Lou, I don't think that's going to change. This one is going to come down to the wire, given how these defenses have played. It's just hard to imagine either of these teams going on any kind of extended offensive run.
Yeah, you try to find where the advantage is. And as I mentioned, I think the Blue Jays had a couple more offensive rebounds. Tanji's had 3 of them. You got to keep him off the glass. The other thing is the second chance points. It's +2 for Ashland Greenwood. The other thing you look at is points in the paint. Both these teams like to get the ball inside, and that's +2 for Ashland Greenwood. So not a lot of Not a lot of separation, but just enough to have that 3-point lead as Ashland Greenwood in those two categories I just talked about.
The only real statistical difference, Ashland Greenwood 5 block shots. That's kept Cozad from scoring in close. It's Ashland Greenwood with the ball to start the second half. Gal Kissinger. Fangmeyer giving it to Westerhold. Short arms the shot, follows and finishes. Westerhold the offensive rebound, his 5th.
Again, athletic, long kid that can make plays inside.
Whoa, what a shot by Jaden Hoffmaster.
Holy cow. I put a 9.9 up on that one.
Back to a 3-point game, turned over. It'll stay with Ashland Greenwood, last touch by Shoemaker. Jaden Hoffmaster, the shot of his life there. He's got 9.
Save the best for the state tournament.
Westerhold. Tonjes. Swung to Kissinger. Working it inside. Tough shot. Everybody's making tough shots. Kissinger with 13.
Average is 11. Kissinger shot the lights out, continues here in the second half.
Just one miss for him in this one. This time handed off to Davis. Shot was too easy.
Yeah.
Kissinger the rebound.
Yeah, coach is saying make it tougher next time.
Pirouette in the air or something. That way it'll go in. Fangmeyer gives it up. Kissinger, baseline, draws a crowd. Found the opening. It's Mose. Drills it. Landon Mose off the feed. Ashland Greenwood their largest lead. And at the other end, Hoffmaster wasting no time. Forcing the issue, he'll head to the line.
That's exactly what Cozad wants to do, is push that tempo. Down 8. A lot of basketball left to be played, but they're not going to waste time. Yeah, as good as these defenses have played, and we've been marveling at the defense, both teams are shooting pretty well against, making some tough shots. It's just they've been able to make shots with guys all over them.
Ashland Greenwood 56% shooting today, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. That'll get it done.
Yeah.
Cozad splits the pair at the line, a 7-point Ashland Greenwood lead. Tonjes trying to get set up down low. Instead, it's Westerhold. Tonjes picked up by Shoemaker. Good defense there. Shot blocked. Taken away. And it's Kellen Shoemaker. Boy, Noah Shoemaker has done everything in this game except score. Misses that 3. Rebound Davis. Shoemaker. Second chance triple try. In and out. Kissinger clears it.
Great job by Kissinger to get that defensive board.
Tipped, taken away. Davis navigating. Hoffmaster spins, fires. Shoemaker. They closed on him. Now Cozad will slow it down. Here's the sophomore, Shoemaker. Davis thought 3. Thought better of it. Here's that Ashland Greenwood defense again. Shot clock down to 10. Davis off the empty corner. Erased! Cozad will inbound. 3rd block for Westerhold today.
As we mentioned, Coach talked about Westerhold. He's going to come out of the game now. But how he's improved his defense. Watch that's great position, and he just goes up and gets that one. He's got size on the Cozad player there. Goes up and gets that one right at the top of the shot.
Only 6 to shoot for Cozad. Off the inbound, left and short. Kissinger has rebound number 4. And Ashland Greenwood starting to build some momentum. Mose giving it up to Fangmeyer. Tonjes trying to cut, couldn't get free. Instead, it's Kissinger. Johnson. Shot clock down to 7. Kissinger with a hand in his face. Off the mark. Tonjes gets a fresh shot clock. Doesn't use it. Fills it up. Tonjes in double figures.
Well, not only does he get his 4th offensive rebound, but he made sure that one went in. Squared up after that rebound and knock that one home. That's big here for Ashland Greenwood.
Cozad needs a bucket. They've missed their last 5. No field goals in 3 minutes plus. Davis fails, surveying. Strauss was cutting instead at Shoemaker. Off the broken play, beautifully done. Over the outstretched arms of Mose, and Cozad calls timeout. We'll take one as well. Big make there. It's a 7-point game. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
State basketball on NCN is brought to you by Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Chevy in Aurora. And by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with creating community connections that are just as trusted and reliable as the electricity we provide. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
Ashland Greenwood up 7 as we work through the third quarter, brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location. Choose the medical clinic your friends recommend. 5-star, patient rated. Dr. Harper and Spanel plus their specialists, building a Norfolk legacy, one patient at a time. Kissinger, shot clock down to 10 as he has it taken away. Regathers. Down to 5 to shoot. Down to 2. Rebound to Cozad. Davis pulls it down.
A good defensive possession. That's out by Cozad. Now they got to try to chip away at this lead.
Strauss tried the sidestep triple, not there. Fails, gives it up for Davis. In and out on the 3. Cozad's gone cold from deep. They're just 2 for 10.
Yeah, they need those to fall here in the second half. I think the Blue Jays have done a pretty good job overall closing out on those 3-point shooters here in this third quarter.
Kissinger got the rebound. That's his 5th. Tonjes leaves it for Fangmeyer, still looking for his first points. Got a step, extra pass. Back up top. Kissinger sent back from where it came. That was Strauss on the block.
Cozad does such a good job when somebody gets beat that help defense comes very quickly. And a great block in the post there.
Davis got the defender in the air. He'll head to the line. Oliver Davis, 70% free throw shooter on the year. Is more known as a defender, one of the better on this team. But, boy, he's been nice offensively for them at times today. The foul called on Kissinger, his 2nd. Into the game for Ashland Greenwood. We take another look at the foul. The Blue Jays sending Grady Holtz into the game, the senior. The only senior on this roster, seeing his first action today. In favor of Jack Johnson, having a seat. Back to a 5-point game. Cozad hanging around. Ashland Greenwood has led throughout this third quarter, despite not scoring in the last 2 minutes plus. Westerhold. Mose. And a travel called as Westerhold tried to get the dribble drive going. Just the 7th turnover for Ashland Greenwood today.
Again, this is Cozad's kind of opportunity here. Just over 2 minutes to go in the quarter. And only down 5. Can they make it closer?
Hoffmaster. Well, he's so quick. Short arm that shot. Westerhold the board.
Tonjes really made him change that shot. Got in his face defensively.
Tonjes gives it up to Mose. Mose looking for room. Kissinger. Westerhold out to Holtz. Shot clock down to 10. High screen for Kissinger. Cozad puts 2 on the ball. Mose, the sidestep triple. He's 2 for 2 from downtown. And Ashland Greenwood back up 8.
Knocking down the threes. Blue Jays extending the lead.
They are 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Foul called there on Holtz.
Yeah, not a lot of three-point shots taken, but they're making a nice percentage there, 66%.
There you see the reach-in called. Cozad has gone a bit cold. They've missed 7 of their last 8. Going on 3 minutes without a field goal. Shoemaker, still no points. Averages 14.5 a game. That wing 3 not there. Tonjes the board. His 8th. Off the high screen, foul called, fighting through it on Hoffmaster. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, Hoffmaster, the only one on the floor with 3 fouls. Both teams playing such physical defense, you got to expect there's going to be some players in some foul trouble before this one's over.
10-second difference between shot and game clock. Tonjes just forced that one out. Got the follow, got the finish, got the foul. Derek Tonjes.
Well, that is an all-state play. Tonjes left it short the first one. But watch the athletic ability. Just go get it. 3 guys around him. He still gets it up and in. That's a 1-2 play. That is an effort play by Derek Tonjes.
Foul called on Fales. Tonjes, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocked shots. Shot clock off for Cozad, down double digits for the first time today. Fails. Try to get it to the cutter, take it away. Blue Jays playing for last shot. Tonjes. Blocked from behind by Shoemaker. Davis, no. But it's Ashland Greenwood with the momentum. A 6-0 run to end the 3rd quarter. And the Blue Jays starting to feel it. Hitting from inside, hitting from outside. It's an 11-point game. 4th quarter next on NCN.
Hello, this is Greg from Family Physical Therapy. We've grown a lot since we opened our doors in 1993, but our philosophy remains to provide excellent patient care above all else. Our patients are greeted with smiles, and our therapists are driven by their patients' success in achieving goals. We provide physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy to those of all ages. Family Physical Therapy has locations across Nebraska. Stop by a clinic near you today.
Do you know when the worst time to find out your sump pump isn't working? The day you need it. At John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, we're offering a $59 sump pump inspection, so you won't have to find a watery surprise in your basement after a storm. For just $59, our licensed and experienced service professionals will examine your sump pump, inspecting its major components, to ensure your sump pump is ready and working when you need it most. Hurry, this offer won't last long. John Henry's, serving your family since 1996.
Want to say hello to Lori Janicek. Hope I got the name right, Lori. She's watching from Laverne, California. Shout out LA County. Watching this 4th quarter, which is brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at Lincoln.org.
I'm pretty sure everybody in Laverne, California is watching this game.
We are appointment television in Laverne, California. Everybody knows it. Shot clock down to 10 for Cozad. Shoemaker, can he get his first points here? Yes. Boy, they've needed that. Yeah. He's got to have a huge quarter for the Haymakers.
Absolutely. They need a lot out of him. A 9-point game, certainly doable here for Cozad.
He has expended so much energy guarding Derek Tonjes, and doing so well, by the way. Tonjes has gotten his points, but on 6 of 16 shooting. It has not come easy. At the other end, stripped. Out to Ashland Greenwood as a foul called. That'll be on Davis. Some wild basketball there. Both sides kind of wanted a held ball, I think, but stayed moving. And now Ashland Greenwood will inbound with a fresh shot clock. Blue Jays. And this is where their offensive style, Lou, can work so well with the lead. Although that one too strong. Rebound to Cozad, stripped. Still loose. Strauss has it. And a tie-up call. Possession arrow is going to give it back to Ashland Greenwood. Cozad was trying to call a timeout, but the Blue Jays tied him up.
Yeah, Kissinger left that one long. He's been red hot this ball game. Left that one long. They keep possession on the alternating possession.
What a pass. Shot's good and one. Kissinger finds Westerhold. The 6'4" junior in double figures and looking for one more.
Now, two guys that have played really well in this ball game. Kissinger finds Westerholt.
Foul called on Fales. That's his third. So he'll have to sit in favor of Hoffmaster, who also has 3 fouls. Plinko chips its way down. Ashland Greenwood, their largest lead, now at 12.
Now, Cozad's still got to play their game. You can't get 12 points back in one possession. You got to continue to be aggressive and try to just chip away at this lead. A lot of time left.
Strauss. Shoemaker. Just 1 of 6 from the field today. Picked up by Mose. Fades away. Can't fill it up. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Cozad. Last touch by Mose. Lou, that was great defense by Landon Mose, who gives up at least 3 inches, and I would guess maybe 40 pounds to Shoemaker.
Yeah, probably. Watch him. He forces an off-balance shot there. And for Cozad, you've got to find a little bit better shot. I mean, I know Shoemaker's a heck of a player, but that's a very difficult shot.
Good drive. Oh, my goodness.
I
am not playing horse against Jaden Hoffmaster. He can make some circus shots.
Uses both hands there.
Back to a 10-point game. Cozad will not go away. Kissinger directs traffic. Draws 2. Strauss on Mose. Back to Mose for the drive. The dish. 3's left short. Strauss skies for it. One of the outlet taken away by Westerhold. And, well, what's the call here? Is this a travel or a foul? They're talking it over. They call the travel. Wild sequence there as it was tipped to Westerhold. That's the right call. His foot just slipped out underneath him.
Yeah. That play started with Fangmeyer getting his hand in the outlet pass. Good recognition of what Cozad is trying to do.
Haymaker's trying to make it a single-digit deficit. Shoemaker. Can't shake Mose. Hoffmaster. Didn't have the cutter. That's a long 3. Well, you got to get your points somehow. Shoemaker from college range makes it a 7-point game.
And Shoemaker's a great shooter, but you're going to give him that shot unless he starts making it consistently. That's a long 3. He was able to knock that one down. Big shot, though, for Cozad.
First 3 they've made this half. Turned over. Stick around, folks, after the game. We got our top plays coming up. Those are brought to you by Currency. Coach Jacob Mose wants to talk it over. Ashland Greenwood trying to close it out. Cozad not making it easy. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Zollner Ford in Beatrice has options to make the process of buying or maintaining vehicles easy and enjoyable. If you have your sights on a new vehicle, a member of our sales team would love to show it to you in the warmth of our showroom or bring it right to your driveway. For maintenance, we offer a few options to make service appointments convenient, like free pickup and delivery within 25 miles of Beatrice, including all of Lincoln. We can also come to you with our mobile service unit to help quickly get going again. Zollner Ford in Beatrice. Sales and service with a smile.
Winner of this one will get Lincoln Lutheran Friday morning, a game you'll see on News Channel Nebraska. And Lou Siefter, Lincoln Lutheran had better be ready, because whoever it is going to give them all they can handle over 4 quarters.
Yeah, neither of these teams fun to play against because they pressure you in this half court so effectively.
Cozad trying to complete the comeback. They've been down by as much as 12. Davis blocked again. Cozad fans want the foul. They don't get it. That's Westerholt's 4th block today.
Westerholt played that very well. Did not commit too early to that shot block, and instead waited for him to go up, and then it was able to go up and get it. He's such a great jumper.
Been almost 3 minutes since Ashland Greenwood has scored now. Tonjes kicks. Kissinger got it. Oh, Cal Kissinger. He's got 16. He's 3 of 4 from deep. Strauss can't answer. Rebound to Mose. Back to a 10-point lead for Ashland Greenwood. And a foul will be called on Tonjes.
Well, I think what you're seeing right now is that Ashland Greenwood is getting better shots than Cozad. Cozad, a lot of their offense right now has been long 3-point shots. And Ashland Greenwood just has a little bit better flow offensively. You know, Kissinger 3-pointer was huge.
Kissinger leads Ashland Greenwood 16 points. Also 5 rebounds, 4 assists. This has been a balanced effort by Ashland Greenwood, and Cozad needs to commiserate. 3:45 to go. Can the Haymakers come back? Find out next. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
State basketball on NCN is brought to you by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice for complete vision care for all ages. And by News Channel Nebraska. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
My name is Jesse Moore. Our 22-year-old son died from suicide. My journey with Caden's death was leading me down many dark paths, of which none included blaming God. It would have been easy, and he would have accepted it. How or why? I did not. I am not sure, other than the signs that only Jesus could have possibly controlled were put in front of me from the moment of this horrible family event. The only way I found to ease the pain of losing Caden was the time that I was able to spend in prayer with Jesus. If you are struggling, contact your local pastor or priest or call 988.
Ashland Greenwood's defense has been making plays today. Cooper Westerholt, 4 block shots. Caught that one clean, and it's a 10-point lead for Ashland Greenwood. Alongside Lou Siefter, I'm Eric McKay. In the Class C1 quarterfinals, the winner gets the top seed, Lincoln Lutheran, in the semis on Friday. Hand check foul called on Fales. That's his 4th.
Well, now this is where Ashland Greenwood is dangerous. Even with the shot clock, you're under 4 minutes. They'll run that shot clock down. They've got 5 guys that can handle the basketball. And they're very difficult. If they make free throws, very difficult to come back against because they're likely not going to turn it over.
Kissinger swings to Mose. Well read. Shoemaker 2-on-1. Leaves it sidecar for Kellen Shoemaker. Got it to drop. Boy, that was well defended by Kissinger, but Cozad gets the bucket.
That transition defense really good for Ashland Greenwood, but fortunately for Cozad, they get that one to fall.
Ashland Greenwood breaks it the other way. Tonjes the spin, the foul, and the bucket. Derek Tonjes.
Well, Tonjes just put Cozad in the spin cycle there. Gets the foul and the 3-point play opportunity.
They called that on the help defense. Davis, his 2nd. Derek Tonjes with 16, 2 for 4 from the free throw line today. make it 3 for 5. Back to an 11-point lead.
Another big shot. Cozad just needs to score.
Davis in traffic off the window. That's a tough one. Now Tonjes navigating. Up ahead, Westerhold. Blue Jays in no hurry. And a foul called. That'll put Ashland Greenwood to the line. Cozad over the limit. Folks, stick around. We'll talk to our player of the game following the conclusion of this one. Brought to you by Heritage at Fountain Point. Also brought to you by Roe Buick in Grand Island and Aurora.
This is what we talk about all season long, about free throws, how important they are in games like this. You can win a lot of games, you can lose a lot of games, depending on how well you shoot free throws. Ashland Greenwood talked about how well they handle the basketball. This is the chance from the free throw line to put this game away.
Logan Fangmeyer hits both. Not known for his offense. He's the hustled guy, one of your patented lunch pail players, but he hits a couple big ones there. Shoemaker, forced one. Rebound, pulled down. Fangmeyer's got it, and he's fouled. Wheels are starting to wobble for Cozad.
And that's what we've seen a lot here in the second half. That sort of shot selection, just not, got a guy that can make them, but you want it out of the rhythm of the offense, and that really, most of the three-pointers in the second half have not come that way for Cozad, and they have not made very many of them.
Three in a row at the land of the free for Ashland Greenwood. Their lead continues to swell, equaling their largest now at 12.
Fangmeyer at the free throw line. We talked about him being a effort guy. I really like the way he's played defense tonight. He's one of the guys that's done a great job closing out on three-point shooters for Cozad.
A game that saw 8 lead changes in the first half has seen none since the break. It's been all Blue Jays. Now their largest lead at 13. Shoemaker, Davis. Rebound, Tonjes. That's the double-double.
That's going to be difficult now. You've got to get some steals.
Westerhold. Tough shot, tried to draw the foul. Shoemaker poked away from behind. They'll call the reach on Westerhold.
Yeah, I think Coach Mose wanted, now there you see the reach foul. I don't think, well, you didn't want that foul either, but I don't think he wanted a quick shot there from Ashland Greenwood. Yeah, give the ball right back to Cozad.
Shoemaker to trigger. They have done a great job limiting him today. Just 2 of 9 shooting, 5 points. Entry pass tipped out. Stays with Cozad. A quick sub in for Cozad. The haymaker setting Mason fails into the game.
Well, now Cozad's only hope is some three-point shots and some steals. Only a minute 37 to go, down 13. Going to have some quick points.
Well defended. Davis, the offensive rebound, can't get that one. Davis will try it again. Left it short, but he's fouled. Heads to the line.
Yeah, Ashland Greenwood went for the ball fake there. Tried to block it there. It gets missed. So watch everybody get into the paratrooper club. You don't need to do that there. You're up 13. Just go, make him shoot over the top of you. And you don't want to put him at the foul line and stop the clock.
Davis got both. He's played well today. 9 points for the junior. And a timeout called. We'll take one as well. Minute 29 to go. Ashland Greenwood up 11. This is News Channel Nebraska.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
This broadcast is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. See the trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't see just anyone. See the trainer. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln. Proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer.
Ashland Greenwood fans used to trips to Lincoln this time of year. This group of juniors has surprised a lot by being this good this early. But this is vintage Ashland Greenwood, what we've seen today, Lou.
Absolutely. This is what we see from this Ashland Greenwood group. You know, no matter what happens this game, this tournament, Ashland Greenwood's going to be really good here in the near future.
So is Cozad, by the way. Only 3 seniors on this Haymaker roster. It's a young group as well.
Yeah, this team gave Ogallala their only loss.
At the other end of the block, foul called. And Cooper Westerhold will head to the line. Such a great defensive presence for them today. He's also got 12.6 rebounds, 4 block shots. That's a pretty good day's worth of work.
Yeah, he's really been an effort guy.
Drills the front end. Ashland Greenwood shooting 50% from the field, which against a team like Cozad is remarkable.
Yeah, that's very true. And Cozad made them work, but they found shots and they made shots. That's a credit to the Blue Jays.
Stripped on the way up. Tonjes got the steal. Passed it to me. I was open. I could have hit it, but I gave it up. Coach Mose is the guy I want with the ball in the hand this time of game, not me.
I was going to grab it, but great position by Eric McKay there.
Coach Mose is a pretty good ball player in his own right. Played for UNK back in the day. Played for the great Tom Kropp. As Gage Strauss will head to the line for 2. North Platte native. Hello to all of the folks from North Platte watching the former North Platte Bulldog, coaching now for the Blue Jays. You get one coach to coach a high school game for you, regardless of roster. You're not going to get too far down the list before Jacob Moses' name comes up.
No, he's done an incredible job with this program. I mean, they won back-to-back state championships. They're here every year, it seems. And he's got this bunch of juniors believing they can win a state championship.
He's got a lot of folks believing it after today. Strauss goes over. Ashland Greenwood 60 seconds away. Up ahead it's Kissinger. Cal Kissinger 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists today. Mose will head to the line.
It was a smart move to pull that basketball back out, set up your offense. Now you get an opportunity at the foul line, but you got a quality shot. And you don't need quick shots up 13 points. You'll take the ones around the rim if you can get them.
Landon Mose, he's not going to have a ton of points, but he has not missed anything. 2 for 2 from 3, and now he's made his first free throw. And he's jinx-proof. That's an efficient 8 points there for the junior. Averages about 2.5 a game.
Well, teams like Ashland Greenwood have guys like Mose that are role players that step up and play those roles and play them well. Everybody has done that today.
And how about the way he defended Noah Shoemaker today?
Right.
That might be bigger than anything anyone did on offense. That shot's off. Rebound. Noah Shoemaker, 2 of 9 shooting, just 5 points for the Cozad Haymakers.
And most of his shots in the second half came about 20, 25 feet away.
Into the front court, Blue Jays will pull it out. 7-second difference between shot and game clock. Well, it's not all familiar faces here at State, but the ones that are familiar are playing like the way we remember them. Ashland Greenwood, very impressive here in the quarterfinals.
This team absolutely can win a state championship despite having no seniors.
Subs will come in for Cozad. Congrats to the Haymakers. on a fantastic season. 24-4 is nothing to sneeze at.
No, they've had a great year. Made their way to state. Unfortunately, come up empty today. But I'm ready already for the Lincoln Lutheran game.
That game is going to be so good. That semifinal is going to be incredible. Friday morning, 9 a.m. You're going to want to be here for that one on News Channel Nebraska.
Lincoln Lutheran won that first game 47-28, held the Blue Jays down under 30 points. That's going to be different, I think. It's going to be a great game.
There's a much different Blue Jay team this time of year, and they just showed it. Your final, 60-45. Ashland Greenwood gets the win. They're on to the semifinals. Post-game show next on News Channel Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Baylor Shireman, proud to call Aurora, Nebraska home. From dreaming big in a small town to being drafted by the Boston Celtics, I've always aimed for the best. That's why I rely on Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Chevrolet in Aurora for my vehicles. When you're driven to succeed, you choose a winning team. Before you drive away in your next car, check with the team that knows how to win. Roe, it's the Roe you know.
Hi, my name is Ryan. John chapter 8 says, "Let the one among you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone." Jesus tells us not to condemn others. It's not our job. He then tells the woman being condemned, "Now go and sin no more." He loves her too much to let her stay where she is. He wants so much more for us. He wants us not to just squeak by in our lives, but to live fully in Christ's example.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Ashland Greenwood defeats Cozad, and the Blue Jays are moving on to the semifinals on Friday. Kalen Devin alongside with head coach Jacob Mose of the Blue Jays. And Jacob, the performance today coming into this battle against a team like Cozad, what was the mentality coming into this matchup?
You know, we just had to stick to our habits and stick to what got us here. And so throughout the year, I thought we improved our defense, and we had some spurts of really good defense today and sometimes where we broke down. But you're going to have those breakdowns against really good teams, and I thought our response was really good. Some small adjustments, and our kids dug in and got stops when we needed to.
Coach Mose, talk about that halftime. You're up by 3 points, and then coming out of the break, you get on a really hot streak to kind of separate yourselves. What was the difference between the first half and the second half?
You know, I just think digging in and take away some of those silly blunders on defense. You know, we made them really, really work there in the second half, especially the third quarter. I thought then we offensively then to score the ball and kind of stretch the lead a little bit. You know, we hit some threes, we finished on the inside, and we hit free throws. I mean, those are the three things you got to do in these types of games.
You held Noah Shoemaker to 0 points in the first three quarters. What was that like?
You know, obviously he's a great player, and so, you know, I think every team tries to take away the opposing team's scores and better players. We just tried to do what we could and make life tough for him and make him work for every basket.
And the shooting of Cal Kissinger, how does that open things up?
Obviously, anytime you can shoot it in the arena and on this stage, it certainly helps you out. He knocked down some big threes for us.
Last thing for you, Derek Tonjes, the performance from him today.
You know, he did great, right? Rebounding, he's been solid all year rebounding and scoring the ball on the inside. So things like that don't surprise us when we get here. Like I said earlier, you just want to do what got us here, and I thought he did that today.
Head coach Jacob Mose with Ashland Greenwood moving on to the next round. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're bringing Derek in here. Derek Tonjes, 17 points, 10 rebounds. I think he had 3 blocks as well. The performance today against Cozad, what was working for you out there?
Just sticking to our philosophy, really not focusing on the offensive end, just focusing on the defensive end because our formula is defense leads to good offense, so just honing on that.
Man, you are a big presence on the inside. What do you think that does to other teams whenever they want to enter the paint and you're standing right there?
Obviously, it's fun to block shots, it gets the crowd all hyped, but our coaches focus on just walling up, not fouling, not giving them easy fouls, and just making it hard to shoot over them because we know that percentage drops when there's a body in front of them.
This is a position that you guys have been in before, and you as a player, you get to state pretty consistently. Is it different this year, or does it feel pretty normal for you guys?
I would say it's different this year. We got a lot of new guys. We got 4 new starters this year, a lot of new players off the bench too, so it's different, but the players before us have set a great foundation for us, so we thank them, and we thank the players that we're playing with, thank the coaches, thank everybody.
So now you got a really tough matchup coming up next, Lincoln Lutheran. What's that going to be like on Friday?
It's going to be a tough one. Obviously, they got a lot of great players, a lot of great shooters. We're really going to have to hone in on the defensive end and then just hope the offense comes to us.
Wonderful. Derek, congratulations. Great game today, and good luck on Friday.
Have a good one.
Derek Tonjes, our player of the game on News Channel Nebraska, 17, 10, and 3 blocks as well. We'll send you to Eric McKay and Lou Seifert to wrap things up with top plays on News Channel Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Jake. I grew up with a great relationship with God. After high school, I became selfish and put my own desires before God. I struggled with alcohol and lust, and the devil had a tight grip on me. My life was full of darkness, and I was on the verge of losing my family. Thankfully, I chose God as my higher power, and through treatment, amended my relationship with God and my family. If you are struggling, contact your local pastor or priest, or call 402-379-2030.
Hey, congrats to Derek Tonjes on being our player of the game. That interview brought to you by Heritage at Fountain Point, redefining senior living with a steadfast commitment to comfort, compassion, and dignity. Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk, living better. Also brought to you by the fine folks at Roe Buick in Grand Island and Roe Buick in Aurora, proud to sponsor the player of the game. Let's take a quick look at the brackets, and we'll take a look at our top plays. So the semifinals, it's going to be Lincoln Lutheran against Ashland Greenwood. Lou, you mentioned it. The last time these two teams played, Lincoln Lutheran won by 19. I don't think that's going to happen this time around. Lincoln Lutheran might win, but it's going to be a lot closer. This is a very different Blue Jay team.
Well, I think it's going to be a dogfight. There's a lot to like about what Ashland Greenwood did today. I look at the offensive stats. They shot 50% overall from the field, including 63% from three-point land and 75% from the free throw line. They did that against a Cozad defense.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That tells me that gives them a chance. And then certainly the way they played the game defensively, holding the Cozad Haymakers to 38% shooting, 19% from the field. They did a great job defensively. Again, that gives them a chance against a great Lincoln Lutheran team.
Going to be a fantastic game. It'll be our first game on Friday. Can't wait for that. But before we get to that, we need to show you today's top plays. Those are brought to you by Currency. You need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items. Currency here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com today. The 4-5 matchup in Class C1 features Cozad at state for the first time in 11 years against a fixture of the state tournament, the Ashland Greenwood Blue Jays, making their 4th straight appearance. And it's the Blue Jays back and forth first quarter. Cal Kissinger getting it going. He was their offense early on. Cozad off the broken play. Chaden Hoffmaster, he made so many circus shots today. And it's 12-10 Ashland Greenwood with the lead after one. This game had 5 ties, 8 lead changes in the first half. Oliver Davis draws damage and gets the shot to drop. But Ashland Greenwood would answer. Kissinger, the look-off 3. He was 3 of 4 from downtown. Ashland Greenwood extending their lead a bit, but Cozad not going away. A great feed from Noah Shoemaker. Oliver Davis looks like he's got an easy one. Derek Tonjes says, no, you do not. But Cozad would find some offense. The 3 by Atchison gets them back within one possession. It's 28-25. Ashland Greenwood with the lead at the half. But the second half, getting a good start here for Cozad. I have no idea how that shot went for Hoffmaster. Just an incredible finisher at the rack. But this second half was all about Ashland Greenwood. They started hitting shots from deep. Landon Mose hits the triple there. And the Blue Jays just slowly but surely extending their lead. More from Mose. The sidestep triple. Ashland Greenwood on the day was 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. They extend their lead to 10 heading to the fourth quarter. In the fourth, Noah Shoemaker hitting the NBA range triple, but they did a great job on him. Leading scorer for Cozad held to 5 points today. This game all about defense. Cooper Westerhold, one of his 4 block shots on the game. More rejections than an Eric McKay Ivy League application. And Ashland Greenwood would extend things late. Derek Todd just 17 points, 10 rebounds, 3 block shots. He was the player of the game. And Ashland Greenwood, they're back. They beat Cozad 60-45 to face top-seeded Lincoln Lutheran in the semifinals. That wraps up the first session here, but don't you dare go anywhere. We got more incredible basketball coming your way. Be back 1:50 Central Time, 12:50 Mountain. For all you Ogallala fans, it's Ogallala Donovan Trumbull in the 2-7 matchup, and then the 3-6 game featuring Concordia taking on Sydney. Until then, from a broadcast partner, Lou Siefker, Danny Alvarado in the truck, and the entire NCN Sports crew, my name's Eric McKay. Thanks for joining us. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.